on? It's Asher coming at you today in Clash Royale. We are currently 8th in the world. I am joined by Adriano. Man, lucky for us to be able to see him live in action in top 10 ladder. Granted, it is pretty much early season right now, but still, the reason we have Adriano featured here on the channel, and by the way, he also has a YouTube channel, you guys should check it out in the description below, is because of Graveyard. He's not the only one having tremendous success with the card. Supercell made a little bit of an oopsie. You know what they did was essentially a nice bowler here. Look at this bowler tear up those barbarians with the Night Witch and the bats. Can they get a tank though? Arrows come down. Let's see what happens here. We'll talk more about the Graveyard in just a second. We actually take that night damage to the face there in the right-hand lane. And a zap comes down. Oh no, Prince is gonna be, okay, Skarmy's gonna go ahead and respond to that. Interesting deck that we're facing here with the Princess and the Zap and the Prince Barbarians. What do you think his win con is, guys? You think it's just a bait deck? It's weird to see the Barbarians in there. I'm kind of flummoxed by the deck that we're facing here in top 10 ladder by Champion of War. Anyway, guys, Graveyard, they made a whoopsie. They wanted to kind of rework / nerf the card. However, they just made it a lot better, providing your opponent doesn't have poison. They reduced the radius of Graveyard, so obviously Poison now is a perfect counter to Graveyard. However, with that reduction, Poison being used in what, 10-15% of decks? That means that, you know, 1 out of every 5 matchups, sure, you'll deal with a disadvantage. But for the most part, and what we're going to see hopefully in today's video, is it's a huge advantage. As a matter of fact, at the time of this recording, we have not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 players in the top 10 ladder using Graveyard now. Oh, so here we go. It's going to be Skarmy coming down the right-hand lane. Zap out of hand for the opponent. Bowler is unmitigated. Here we go. It's Oh, Fireball does come down. I got a little excited there. But we do score 3 or 4 boulder hits on that tower. Princess comes down, does get 1 shot. We go in with the Night Witch Graveyard. Night Witch Graveyard is a move that Adriano does quite a bit here. We go in with also the Snowball. That's going to freeze up the tower and allow us to take it down with 35 seconds remaining here. Let's do this. All right, bowler in the left. We have Skarmy ready as well. We don't even need the Skarmy. He goes with the Princess. Not working out for him. We go with the arrows in the right. Beautiful giant there. Instead of going with what the opponent thought was coming, the Skarmy. Here comes the balloon. What do we have here? We have a Snowball. We have bats. He goes with a zap early though. Fireball, not gonna be enough even with the death damage. We have the giant in the pocket, 5 seconds remaining, and here we go. That's gonna be GG's. Good game, well played. What a nice come from behind victory there. I was worried for a second. He only had 1 ladder match to show us, guys, and man, he pulls it off. Hey, why is this score not updating? Literally unplayable. This game is unplayable. Oh, it's just my Wi-Fi. All right, I don't know if it hasn't updated yet or if it's going to take a while. I just kind of want to see how high he is, or maybe he just didn't move up any spots. Maybe there wasn't a big trophy game there, didn't even see. But either way, guys, I have some amazing replays in store for you using this deck. And we're going to talk more about the Graveyard and kind of, I don't know, is this a gaffe on Supercell's part in terms of the balancing of Graveyard? We're going to talk about all that and more. Let's go ahead and jump into, look at how I just keep going back. Wait, he didn't move up? Are you sure? Are you sure, Supercell, he didn't move up? It might actually be bugged ladder right now. He actually might be higher than he currently is because there's a few players from last season. You know how they haven't fixed that bug yet, huh? Weird. Anyway, guys, let's go ahead and look at a couple replays. We'll check in a bit here to see how, and now my chat's bugged. Dude, be right back. Alright guys, so we are back here finally. Bug Royale lately, but still the best loading screen, or maybe the second best of all time, at least in the opinion of yours truly. We're going to start things out against a Golem deck here, and it's nice to have, again, the Giant Night Witch kind of beat down combo. We saw it a couple times in that last live match. He is currently, by the way, 5th in the world. I forgot to show you guys, but apparently my entire game was bugged out because nothing was updating. We are now 5th in the world. I tried to get him to play one more match, but he said the wait time would be be too long given his free time right now. So that's unfortunate, but it's nice to see these replays. Really, if you want to learn the deck yourself, that way you can see which cards we have selected. I love seeing that insight. It provides just enough insight to get kind of a sense of what's going on in his mind at every moment in the match. So I actually like having kind of a mix, I don't know about you guys, of live matches and replays in the same video, such as this one. So here we go. It's going to be a Night Witch in the back. We have Skarmy selected in our hand right now. And again, pay attention to that. Pay attention on all these replays. What cards do we have selected and when? And then when do we shift from card to card? So we're going kind of in a defensive mindset there at first with the Skarmy, and then we switch to the Giant and the Graveyard, recognizing that the Mini P.E.K.K.A. was out of hand. And the Bats from the Night Witch had that kind of on lockdown in the opposite lane. So we attack here. Snowball comes down as well, keeping that Giant alive for another 2 swings on the tower, taking it down to 2174. So the opponent, Caesar here from Ragnarok, you know, solid player, obviously. All these guys are top ladder. We're going to have to go with both the Bats and the Skarmy there to defend against that counter push, the Baby Dragon and the Mega Minion. But check it out, guys. Skarmy says, thank you very much. They eat away at that tower, doing as much damage, more damage than the Giant, about the same damage as the Giant. But the opponent, Caesar, says, okay, man, I'm going in. It's a Golem in the back, and we immediately attack with 9 Elixir in the opposite lane, recognizing that it's still single Elixir time, dude. This guy has nothing to defend that. So we take the tower down. We're definitely going to lose this left tower. There's no way we can defend a Golem in double Elixir time with 7 Elixir. Look at how much they have. 12 Elixir on the board. Actually, scratch that, make it 16 Elixir coming down. Scratch that, make it 19 Elixir coming down worth of troops. We go in with the arrows in the bowler, but check out how much value we're going to get on the defensive end out of that Snowball. A little bit of tankage out of that bowler, buying us a little bit more time, but still, as we said, we do lose the tower. Now check out this defense here. We go with the Bats first. We go with the bowler immediately afterwards, pushing that Night Witch back. Arrows come down, taking care of the Bats from the Night Witch. Just unbelievable stuff. Our Night Witch cleaning up against the Golemites on our King Tower. And here comes the Mini P.E.K.K.A. We have Skarmy in hand again. We pull that over. Poison does come down from the opponent, but it doesn't matter. Bowler's there to make sure he takes care of that Mini P.E.K.K.A. And we go in with the Giant. Nail in the coffin here. Literally, Giant in the pocket with the Graveyard and the Bats and the Night Witch in 1 second left, 344. That tower was a second away from falling. I was impressed there in the defensive value we were able to get out of that bowler, actually, of all cards in this matchup. A really fun deck. I think a lot of you guys are going to like this one. Let's go ahead and watch one more replay here from top ladder, and then I want to go ahead and show you guys against Lavaloon. I want to go ahead and try the deck out myself. So Adriano, this time at the top of your screen, it is Lava Miner here. Let's see what we have in store for this dude. And again, interesting matchup. We do have the arrows and the snowball. Having both those spells at our disposal is going to help us out tremendously in any air matchup, specifically against Lava Hound. But of course, other than that, you know, we have what? We're kind of light on the air defense, I guess, right? So here we go. It's going to be, again, Lava Hound play, just like the Golem, guys. We're going to go in with the Night Witch and the Graveyard. They go with Barbarians. We knew they had Barbarians in hand. Likely, most Lavaloon players, most Lava Hound players, I should say, do run Barbarians lately inside the meta. So here we go. Lava Hound does touch down on our left tower. 45 seconds in, things looking pretty good. We go with the Skarmy there at the bridge, and he goes with, interestingly enough, Skeleton Dragons in the left-hand lane and uses his zap right there. Then he goes with the predictive arrows. Gotta say, well played there. I don't even know what he was going for, but that tower is gonna be down. Look at our hand. You can tell into the mind of Adriano right now, you know, okay, he's gonna get my tower. He's not gonna get my King Tower, but wait a second, here comes the balloon. We do have arrows and snowball. Check out the power of arrows and snowball. I mean, check out the power of arrows, right? We do take that balloon hit, and we do, more importantly, take that tower down. So now things are pretty much even, and they have to respond, not wasting, but essentially using an entire Barbarians just to stop that Giant and Night Witch. Bat's able to clean up most of those Barbarians, at least get them rather unhealthy. And now it kind of sets us up to watch to see what the opponent does. Are they going to support these Barbs? Looks like they're not. So now we have an option. We can wait, we can leak a little bit, but we go in with a move that I've seen him do in a few replays. He goes in aggressively with the Bowler and the Skarmy in the pocket. So Inferno D and Skeleton Dragon doing a pretty good job on defense for the opponent, and now we're about to cross over into double elixir time. It feels like this match is already in double elixir time. One of those Skeleton Dragons does get through, but we go in with that Giant in the pocket there. Snowball comes down. We go with the Graveyard on the King Tower. Giant in the pocket, and look at all that damage. Zap comes down, and somehow, some way, able to kind of defend here as well. Arrows again, just wow, arrows, man. In this matchup, arrows are looking really good. They go in with the Barbarians and the Balloon. We immediately respond, and that's the #1 thing you guys need to know about this deck. Sometimes when you can't respond to a big offensive push, or a defensive push, you can't respond on defense, you go in through offense. Play that offense, play that, Jesus, Ash. Play that defense through offense. You guys get the point, right? Play defense with this deck through offense. Sometimes you're just not going to be able to defend. Lean on your arrows, lean on your snowball on the defensive end, and attack, 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 especially when you have the tower down. This is a deck that shines when you have one Princess Tower down, because a Giant Graveyard in the pocket, as we just saw, incredibly powerful inside this game. Here we go, guys. It's time for yours truly to play the deck. Let's copy this. Make sure we don't have the copy bug here. Everything looks to be where it needs to be. Let's go into ladder and see how we do with the deck. All right, Gumby. All right, Gumby. I see you, man. All right, Gumby. It's been a while since I've heard about Gumby. Does anybody watching even know what Gumby is? Who Gumby is? All right, so our starting hand's a little weird here. I don't really have an obvious starting play. I could split bats in the back, but I'd be wasting one of my valuable air cards. So I think I'm gonna wait till 20 seconds remaining and then just go in, because I don't want to. We'll go play bats here, nice and easy. See what he does. He does nothing. We'll go ahead and Night Witch in the back and kind of just be a little bit, oh boy. See, that's why you don't, and I don't have Graveyard in Cycle here. Let's see what he does. I went in with the Skarmy, not assuming that he had Mini P.E.K.K.A., just assuming that I had to put a lot of pressure on him here, and trying to get a little bit of value out of my Night Witch, lest he defend there. We're just going to go with a Bowler here, and hopefully one or two of those bats survive. One bat survives, so Bowler, bat. We're going to wait for those to lock on, and then we're going to drop the bats. Clean up the Skeleton Dragons just fine. One of the Skeleton Dragons, was it on the tower there? It's not the start we wanted, but at least we know what he has. Let's see what he does here. We do know that he has Mini P.E.K.K.A. back in hand. I'm just going to do a Night Witch here, and then I'm going to kite this Dark Prince. A little bit high on the kite. Could have waited a little bit longer, of course. And let's see what we want to do here, guys. Should we go in? I think we're going with the Graveyard here. And the Snowball. Want to make sure we kill that Mini P.E.K.K.A. and keep the Night Witch alive to tank a little bit. And hopefully get some good skeleton damage. And again, that radius really helping us out a lot there. And more importantly, oh my god, this guy just played that? That's cool. We're just going to keep pushing that Battle Healer back and surround the E-Drag with bats, and we'll be fine. And we're going to take this tower right now. There's only 45 seconds left on the clock. I'm going to see if he Mini P.E.K.K.As or not. And he still isn't. Okay, he's going to Mini P.E.K.K.A, but we don't need to do a Graveyard there. We don't want to overcommit. Going to need some defensive firepower here. I'm going to go with Skarmy first. Going to go with that. And yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to stop this. So just going to do bats kind of in back here. And the Snowball, arrows. Okay, here we go, guys. Boom, boom. Don't mind that Graveyard, everybody. Nothing to see there. Gonna predict the Mini P.E.K.K.A. coming in. And beautiful prediction, aka not lousy prediction. Gonna arrows this. Gonna be aggressive here because we don't want him to just golem, right? Okay, and he does. So here we go. Boom, boom. And boom. We knew he was going to mini P.E.K.K.A. Want to make sure we kill that, kill this, and I think that's going to be GG's. Boom. There it is. Again, just like Adriano, except for like 3,000 trophies lower, we come away with a victory there. You know, I made some mistakes, but ultimately, we did exactly what he did. We played offense. Whenever he went on heavy on offense, I wasn't able to stop that golem. I go heavy in the pocket with whatever I have in my hand, a giant Skarmy, a giant graveyard, whatever we have, and don't pay attention to my graveyard placements, especially now with a smaller radius. Don't do what I did. Make sure you're putting that graveyard right on that tower, getting that really sweet RNG with those skeletons spawning right on top of the tower thanks to the graveyard buff. Accidentally. Guys, that's going to do it for the video. Huge shout out to Adriano. Make sure you subscribe to his YouTube channel. Check out his player stats and profile. Thanks to StatsRoyale.com. And of course, a big shout out to Bren Chong, my YouTube partner. Check out his information as well. Thank you for watching. And as always, take care, guys.